Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Karen and I am the penny counter. First off, I want to say I am blown away by the support that I've been given over the last couple of days. I put a video out there about on Wednesday evening and I had comments between it and Instagram and everybody has been really lovely. I've even had a share on Instagram by Cash Stuffing Royalty, the Canny Tally. She even messaged me, which is lovely. It's so nice. And it's one of those things, I think cash stuffing is quite a personal journey as well, because you're having to admit to yourself, right, I need to take control of my finances, I want to plan for my future. I haven't really told, my friends know I do this, but they don't know that I have a YouTube channel. They don't even know I've even been thinking about doing this, because you're opening yourself out there and you don't know how people are going to react to it. So whenever you actually get positive comments, it does make a big difference to your confidence levels there as well. So I think I now have 18 subscribers, which is incredible. And if you do think that you might like to follow my journey, please like and subscribe. And likewise, if you have a channel and I haven't came across it, please let me know, because I will. I love watching the channels, I really do. So two of my subscribers I'm laughing at, because one of them is my husband. He will say it's because he's being supportive. I would say it's just because he's being nosy. He's an incredible person, he really is. We have our ups and downs like everybody else, but he does support me in life. But I do think in this case he's just being nosy. And then I have my little boy who is only 7, and his lifetime ambition is to be a YouTuber. A YouTuber and a scientist. That is his two things he wants to be. So the fact that his mummy is on YouTube is like such an amazing thing. And I've had to say to him, but like, please don't be telling anybody in school or anything. Like, just, you know, try and keep this to yourself for a little bit. But he found me on YouTube. He searched for me, he found me, and he has subscribed. Now, whether he watches or not, I don't know. But yes, he's my subscriber, which is so sweet and cute, that, you know, and the fact that he's telling me that he's proud of me. So many times that day he's told me he's so proud of me for doing this. But yeah, it was nice. So this one isn't going to be a long one today. It's not going to be 40 minutes. It's going to be hopefully quite a short one. And if I say that enough, I might believe it myself. I got a little bit of Happy Meal for the post. I'm still waiting for another couple of bits coming in. But rather than adding it into one of my videos next week, I thought, you know, I'll get it out today, and then next week's will be quicker ones, because people have busy lives as well. So I have opened this slightly because I was really conscious of the fact that I didn't feel like I was making a lot of noise during my video, but the camera obviously picked it up. And just in case anybody does have issues with that, I just been trying to be a bit quieter today. So last week we had the bug in our house, and on the Saturday I couldn't go anywhere. Oski was in bed, and I was like, I went on to Etsy. Etsy I need to delete, because there's some beautiful things on Etsy, and you can tell the people are very passionate about what they do. When I first discovered cash stuffing, I did go in and I did design a few trackers myself, and then I thought, no, I'm just going to be a supporter of those people, because I know me, and I'll go all in for something and then I'll give up a couple of months later. Whereas these people, they're create some beautiful stuff, and you know, if I can support them, why not? So that is what I've decided. So there's a couple of pieces have arrived here, and they are from, and I've looked up the name just before I come on here, and I'm going to look up again. Savvy Saver by Laura, and she does have a shop there on Etsy. I can't link it in at the moment. You have to go through like a verification whenever you start to on YouTube if you want to link into external parties. So I will go through that verification. So the links to the Etsy shops of everything I use will be on my next video, but they'll not be on there today. But Savvy Saver by Laura, and you know, her stuff was quite cheap as well. Like I like a wee colouring in ones as well. So it depends what type of challenges that you're into. So let's see what we have. So a lot of what I ordered was, it's already passed for this year, but they will be there for next year. So Easter, look, it's beautiful, all the wee thingies. So how much does this one add up to? I think it's 100. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 100. Perfect. So at Easter this year, we didn't really do a huge amount. I hadn't really anything planned for it. And I do want next year to be a wee bit more organised. I suppose we've had a couple of years where there hadn't been really anything at Easter due to COVID. So this year was probably the first that we could get back out again properly. You know, there was lots of stuff really on. But we had... the Easter Bunny visited on the Sunday, obviously, and we went to see we'd seen family over Easter, and we've had meals out, and we did a cinema trip. So we still did do things, but next year I would like to do a wee bit more. Our school tend to do different holidays than other schools, so I'm hoping that that is the case next year, because I'm maybe thinking about booking Centre Parks. We have a Centre Parks in Ireland that's opened. I went a couple of years ago with my friends and their children, and Oscar, he came obviously as well. So I would like to go next year, just a family trip to it. If it's the same school holidays, he would miss maybe 1 day or 2 days of school, but he wouldn't miss a full week. And that's okay. They wouldn't be, yes, they're strict with us, but we wouldn't get fined in Northern Ireland if they miss a day or two off school, which is quite good. So that's my plan maybe for next year. Obviously £100 will not cover that, but this is more just the fun side of the actual Easter week itself, what things that we could do for it. Oh my goodness. Right, so the next one then, it's my hubby's birthday tracker. So he hasn't had his own today, and this was personalised, so you can send Laura the name that you want to go on to this, and I think this was the dearest tracker. I think it was $1.50 for it. It wasn't, it's just about to say the rest, I think only £1. So yes, this wee one, so birthdays, our birthdays are quite close together in the year, so we tend to do one big date night each year. So we've already done it for this year, and we did it for my husband's birthday. So we went to Belfast, which is our nearest city, and had a lovely day/night out. And we stayed in a beautiful hotel called the Merchant and pretended that we were posh. And it was quite funny. You went down to breakfast and everybody was pretending to be posh, and you could tell by the accents that the people weren't posh, but everybody had their pinkies out when they were drinking their tea, and it was quite good. I really enjoyed that night. So we went up a little bit earlier. We went for lunch because we hadn't had any breakfast. We were in a bit of a rush, so we hadn't had any breakfast. We're like, right, why don't we just go for a lunch somewhere? So we went to a beautiful restaurant. It's like a Chinese/Japanese restaurant, and we had some lovely like food. It was like 2 courses or something. So I had some dumplings, and then I had honey chili chicken, and my husband, oh, I can't remember what he had, but his was nice too. And I had, oh my goodness, the most amazing cocktail I've ever had. It was beautiful, and it was because it was lunchtime. It was one of those ones that was very easy to drink. So following that, then we went for another couple of cocktails before going to check into our hotel. And I made a stupid mistake in the hotel, in that they'd messaged me to see if I wanted an upgrade, but I had missed the part at the bottom where it said the cost of the upgrade. Now, it wasn't much more, should we say, but still, so we ended up in a suite, and it was beautiful, absolutely beautiful, but it was a bit of a rookie mistake on my part. So we checked into the hotel, and then we went to 6 by Nico for our dinner. And anybody that's been to 6 by Nico, they are all over the place now. It's 6 courses, but they're not big portions. I would like to point out they are not big portions, and the menu changes every 6 weeks. So the one that we went to was Tokyo, and we for Christmas me and my husband get ourselves a voucher for 6 by Nico. So it's the 6 courses plus the matching wines to go with it. And it's incredible. Now, it had to be used by the end of March. Would we probably have picked the Tokyo menu if we'd looked at it? No, I don't think we would have. But it was really, really good. Really, really good. And we really enjoyed it. And then we went to see Frankie Boyle, the comedian. And he was so good. It's like, he's one of those comedians that you don't know if you should laugh at his jokes or not. There was a few people that got up and walked out. So I do like him, and I like Jimmy Carr as well. I do like people. He just offends everybody, and that's what I like. It's a bit of a shock value as well. I know they're not everybody's cup of tea, but I really did like him. Mother's Day, again, been and gone, but I couldn't resist it, and I can put it away now for next year, and start saving up, because, you know, these things sort of sneak up on you. I don't know about the rest of you, but like, there's certain, I do put money into savings each month. Ever since I paid the credit card off, I put money in now into savings each month, because I was used to that money not being in my account anyway. So I put money into savings each account, and then whatever's left in my bank account I just spend. So normally for Christmas I just buy throughout the year, and it's all sort of sitting there come October, November time, all ready to go. This, for Mother's Day and Father's Day, again, I just kind of take out of that month's pay. So you don't ever really think, how much am I spending here, because it's not something, you just go and pick up something. Whereas whenever you're actually thinking, right, how much will I need? It's a different story. Now, this adds up again, 5, 10, 15, 20, so it adds up to 100. And it is, I am right, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. Yeah, I can count today. So it adds up to 100. It is, I don't think I will need all of this. Really, I only have my mum to buy for, and then we go out for brunch normally, so I'll cover the cost of it and brunch. So whatever is left over, then I can put towards actually Father's Day probably, or birthdays, or something else. So I probably will save the 100, but I don't think I'll need 100 for that. And then, oh, Father's Day. So Father's Day I have actually funded as well. So all these are like for next year, if it came to the realization. So if you watched my first video, I had just completed a challenge. It was the very first one I had started, and I saved £180 in it. So I put 150 into Father's Day, and then I put the other 30 into some savings challenges. This, will I fill it in? Will I fill it in? Yeah, why not? I'll do it today. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. And I need to get to 150. So if I do some of these balls, I know it says each football 5. If I go 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. And then 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. Yes, that works. That works. So if I go this colour and I let that, yeah, I'll let that thingy. So I hope everybody is having a great day, and that everybody is gearing up for another bank holiday weekend. It's a bit of a bonus one, especially because, as I said, we didn't do anything last weekend. It'll be nice to have it. No big plans, I don't think. I always say that I'm not going to watch the whatever royal event is on the TV, and then I always do. I love to see the outfits, and I love to see, growing up probably I wouldn't really have been that into the royal family, but in the last few years there's been quite a bit between the weddings, and then you had, you had 2 weddings quite close together. You had the Harry and Meghan, and then Eugenie and Jack's quite close together. Then you had Jubilees, then you had a whole big scandal, sorry. Before that you had the whole big scandal, which has continued the whole way through. Then you had Prince Philip's death, you had the Jubilee, then the Queen died, and now we have a coronation. So we've had quite a lot over the last few years. So yeah, I have been more of a follower than probably what I ever would have been before that. But I don't know if we'll watch it or if we'll maybe go away. I might just put it on to the TV to record for Sky, and then I'll maybe watch it back later. And then on the Monday, one of our local churches is having a fun day. So Oscar had asked if he could go to it because quite a lot of his friends were going. So I was like, sure, that's fine, we can go down. So as far as I'm aware, it's a free fun day. And sure, I'm saving money apparently. So why not go for a wee free day out? And isn't it great? It's just like a wee bonus weekend. So whether we whether we spend it doing the coronation stuff or whether we spend it just doing family time, it's an extra time that we can be together doing whatever. So I'm looking forward to it. Well, maybe today Oscar gets out early, so I will maybe go to, I need to go and do a food shop, so we'll maybe go get a nice bottle of wine or silly juice. That's what it's called in our house. So some silly juice, and maybe get some cheese and crackers, and maybe just have, maybe whether we find a movie tonight and just have a chill out. It feels like one of those weeks because the bug was here and then it went away and then it came back again. So the house has been bleached, it's cleaned. So I feel like I just want to chill out tonight, and just relax. And then, yeah, we'll see what the weekend brings, and hopefully it brings a wee bit of fun with it. I would like a wee bit of fun. So let me see, I'm just going to put this in to my challenge. So hopefully I have done my maths correctly today. So we've got 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, and then 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. And look, there we go. All done. And I'm just going to add this in to Mother's Day, Father's Day. So I should have, so I'm going to do this, so 20, 40, 60, 80, 1, 20, 40 and 50, which is lovely. So Father's Day, I've just found out that my dad is hopefully going to be getting an operation that week. So I don't know, it's one that he's needed for years, so I don't know. The original plan would have been that I would be taking them to brunch, but I don't know now whether I take them to brunch the weekend before, or if I leave it and go up, he might be out of hospital by the Saturday. So maybe I'll go up on the Saturday, and I might actually bring up food to the house. He is going to need a wee bit of extra care, which is going to be hard on my mum. So I don't know whether, I don't live near them, so I don't know whether to come up, and whenever I do go to see them, whether to bring stuff for their freezer and for their fridge. So I'll maybe bring up some meals. He's a fussy eater, but yes, maybe bring up some meals, nice wee bits and pieces for them that is easy prepared, that is not as hard on my mummy. But my mummy's a real 1950s housewife type person, in that she was always raised that, you know, to look after her man. She did not pass that gene on to her daughter at all, but she does enjoy cooking for him, so, and looking after him. So I don't know what to do in terms of that. I might just go up the weekend before and take them out for brunch, and then come up the next weekend and still bring them stuff for the freezer. But I wouldn't be shocked if she's already organised that. So I'll see, I'll play that one by ear. And then for my hubby, we will hopefully go to the cinema, depend on what's on for his. Well, that's my plan. And whatever is left over, we'll just go back into savings challenges, so it doesn't necessarily all have to be spent either. Because whenever you think about it, it does seem like quite a bit, but, and you know, it's one of those holidays that, yes, it's lovely to celebrate, and again, like Mother's Day, it's lovely to celebrate. Valentine's Day, lovely to celebrate. But they are kind of manufactured a wee bit, the holidays now, and they kind of have lost the gist of what it should be. So we don't tend to spend a huge amount on the present, but I do like to do something with them. I think COVID kind of taught me that time is the most precious gift that you can give to anybody. And definitely that's the way that my outlook has went. Spending time with people, I think, is far nicer than spending a huge amount of money on them. So I'm just going to put these at the back, and that is me done. I hope that you all have a fabulous bank holiday weekend, however you spend it, and I'll see you all next week, hopefully. And please remember, if you would like to follow my journey, just like and subscribe to my channel, and it is The Penny Counter. Thanks very much.